So soon after graduating from West Point, then Captain Rees found himself in Vietnam, serving with the 2 of the 17 Cav, 101st Airborne. And he was eventually put in command of 30 Delta Troop of the squadron based at Camp Eagle, southwest of the city of Webb. Under his command is Lieutenant Craig, and we're honored to have Lieutenant Craig here tonight to speak about their experience in Vietnam. Blair, can you come forward?
We'd like to thank General and Mrs. Rees for inviting us and allowing us to be part of this, to all your distinguished guests, and my fellow Delta troopers. The mission of the 2nd Squadron, 17th Cavalry in Vietnam was to provide aerial and ground reconnaissance for the 101st Airborne Division. Delta Troop was the primary ground troop used to exploit on the ground what was observed by the squadron's aerial reconnaissance assets. Now, quite simply, our mission differed from the infantry in that we worked in small outlets, we inserted by combat assaults, often were coming from helicopters 100 feet through the triple canopy jungle, directly into known enemy positions to determine the actual enemy strength by engaging them, to capture them, or bring back equipment and their documents. So from the China Sea on the east to Hamburger Hill and the Laotian border, from Bac Ma to the south of our area, through the Ashuel Valley, over Quezon, from battle with the French and the Marines, to the demilitarized zone. Delta Troop executed divisions in the finest tradition of the U.S. Cavalry. With the start of Operation Apache Snow in May of 1969, the 101st began a major drive into the Ashuel Valley. And with this operation, Delta Troop began a busy summer under its new commander, Captain Fred Rees. General Rees, do I have your permission for the remainder of this walk down memory lane to refer to you for this historical perspective as Captain? Thank you, sir. In June of 1969, President Nixon began the withdrawal of all U.S. troops from Vietnam and established a blue line, the presidential blue line, on the far eastern side of the Ashuel Valley. After that date, the only U.S. soldiers allowed to work the Ashuel and the Laotian border up to the DMZ with North Vietnam were elements of the 2nd, 17th Cavalry, the 75th Rangers, and the U.S. Special Forces. Captain Rees exhibited a West Pointers confidence. We've heard about confidence tonight. Of course, it began back there at the Delta Troop. He was quiet, analytical, reserved, and receptive to the opinion of others. Now, one of the troopers who's here tonight told me that, quote, when I got to Delta Troop in 1969, I reported to the orderly room and met First Sergeant Archie Jones and Captain Rees. We had fine soldiers in our unit, and these two were the first of those fine soldiers that I met. In 1969, the 2nd 17th Cavalry ground missions in I-Corps were mostly platoon-sized operations with a commanding officer and an executive officer and a first sergeant providing support and reinforcements from our Tactical Operations Center. And when our troops came back from those missions, no matter what the time of day or night, Captain Rees ordered the mess hall to be opened with hot chow for the troops, and he would personally debrief each platoon or ambulance patrol. Now, as an old soldier, mess hall sounds much more appropriate to me than EFAC. Personal opinion there. Another trooper here tonight with us tonight relates that From the E3 and E4's perspective, there was a great sense of order in Delta Troop, without the commander having to be a disciplinarian, which some leaders believe only comes from a, quote, because I told you so attitude. Captain Rees had a quiet respect for every soldier that somehow came across to him, and still does with him today. He made even the lowest ranking soldier want to work for him, a quality not easily achieved. And Captain Jones, from Lieutenant Jones over here, retired Lieutenant Colonel, said, and Captain Rees enjoyed finding opportunities to have fun with all of us in his command. A patrol from L Company 70-foot Rangers found a cache of 122mm rockets. The second platoon and an engineer squad were sent out to blow it up, which they did. But Captain Rees directed that one of the rockets be brought back with a rocket head, and they did that with the rocket body, warhead, and the fuse. Captain Rees had somebody make a wooden replica of the fuse, and somebody in headquarters section scooped out all the explosives from the warhead, then dug a hole. The rocket body was placed in that hole with the fins up, and then the troops were all assembled, and it was lit off. Well, it was a really impressive flare, kind of like an Independence Day extravaganza right there in Vietnam. Now, just as our ancestors fought to gain independence and freedom from oppression in our United States, so did the people of Vietnam. With history, rather than our individual memories, as perspective to view the conflict in Vietnam, we see that the true victims were the local villagers. The land of Vietnam was dominated for centuries as a vassal state of China, then colonized by the French for exploitation of their cheap labor and raw materials. And much later, they were brutalized by the Japanese during World War II. After which, they were caught in the middle of a global war centered on the ideologies and differences between communism and democracy. Another one of our troopers here tonight reflected to me on the people of Vietnam whose lives we touched and who touched ours. From the North Vietnamese former soldiers like Cam, Cole, Tran, who, as Kit Carson scouts, worked with us on our combat missions. To the slaves we met on occasions through medical community action programs. On these missions, we were assigned to provide security, while a team of medical people provided free medical care to the local population. These were poor people that had many serious problems with skin disease, infected eyes and ears, and other maladies. The villagers who came to these med camps seemed to really appreciate what we were doing. And, like GIs throughout history, we handed out candy to the kids, cigarettes to the grown-ups, and tried our best to bring some small smiles of relief. When we returned to Camp Eagle, we felt a sense of pride in ourselves for trying to provide some stability and better health for the local people in Vietnam. Today we see another example of our military working towards similar goals to help people. In April of 2013, the Oregon National Guard and the Socialist Republic of Vietnam marked the beginning of the State Partnership Program, cooperative relationship by having a workshop right here in Portland. Prior to that, Major General Rees penned an article entitled, quote, "A partnership I never imagined," end quote, in which he noted that, quote, "Much has changed since 1969. Camp Eagle is unrecognizable, overgrown with trees and a jungle. A major highway now runs through the Ashwell Valley. Quezon is a coffee plantation. And Hanoi is a bustling modern city. 44 years ago, I never once thought that I would someday work for the people I was fighting. It is my hope that Staff Sergeant Raymond Torres, Sergeant Harry Dealing, PFC William Bobo, Specialist 4 Charles Stockbauer, and PFC Santos Rivera Jr., Delta Troop, 2nd Squadron, 17th Cavalry, 101st Airborne Division, would approve of this initiative and find it a worthy tribute to their service and their life. Vietnam was a come as you are tour of duty. There were very few arriving unit formations, only individual replacements. You came by yourself, and you left by yourself. Going home often with families and friends who couldn't understand where you had been, or want to know, or discuss why or what you did. I'd like to recall, please, the movie Forrest Gump, and how Lieutenant Dan retained that salutation from Forrest. Even though their relationship and times changed since combat that they had shared. Up until the end of the movie, to Forrest, he was still Lieutenant Dan. General Rees has said many times that he appreciates getting together every 2 years with the Delta Troop reunions, which we began in 2003, particularly because he enjoyed being called Captain by the men. It's not unusual for soldiers who have served only one enlistment and then left the military to remember and hold on to the title of those with whom they served. And that's why I believe the men of Delta Troop today say Captain Rees. Because in their life, they will always remember and refer to General Rees as Captain. With memories of a very personal watershed in their life, a shared experience of life and death. When those with whom you served became your family. So tonight, General Rees, if I could ask you to stand. General Rees, sir, you're bringing closure to 47 years of service to your nation. Delta Troopers wish to salute our Captain. Delta Troop. Appreciate it. Home. Thank you.
Thank you, Blair. Thank you for keeping Delta Troop together over the years. Could Delta Troop please stand again? A big round of applause for Delta Troop.